next story brings us to 19th-century Britain, where high society hosted events that combined science, spectacle, and sacrilege. In the early 1800s, European museums and private collectors were acquiring thousands of mummies from Egypt. In 1821, the explorer Giovanni Belzoni staged a public unwrapping in London's Piccadilly. Thousands flocked to see the bandages removed from a pharaonic body. The success of Belzoni's event inspired a trend. Wealthy patrons began hosting mummy unwrapping parties in drawing rooms and lecture halls. Surgeon Thomas Pettigrew popularized the practice, combining it with anatomical lectures. Pettigrew would carefully cut through linen wrappings, display amulets and ornaments, and then reveal the blackened flesh beneath. For some attendees, these events were educational. They offered a chance to learn about ancient Egypt before the birth of Egyptology. For others, they were morbid entertainment. Accounts described crowds growing restless, drinking wine and cheering as the mummy's face emerged. Once the wrappings were removed and the body had been examined, the remains were often discarded. As the Burials and Beyond article notes, the unwrappings were sometimes so rowdy that Pettigrew complained about the boisterousness of the audience. Imagine being in a candlelit room, the smell of centuries-old linen filling the air, as a doctor peels away the bandages of a person who lived thousands of years ago. With each layer, the tension grows until at last a withered face appears. Applause erupts. What did this say about Victorian attitudes toward the dead? Today, such acts would be seen as grave desecration and cultural theft. For Egyptian communities, these mummies were ancestors whose remains were treated with profound respect. In 19th-century London, they became conversation pieces and trophies. The mummy unwrapping parties reveal not only the colonial exploitation of Egyptian heritage, but also a fascination with the macabre that resonates with our theme.